Ciao.
Ciao.
Massimiliano.
Hello, everybody. Hello. Today is the 29th of December. We are near the end of the year. Cross our fingers. Let's start. So I think that by now you should know everything about Christmas tradition in UK. But let's do a sort of quiz and revision. Okay, let's see.
Aspetta, si attacca. Mi
Okay,
riesco a infilare.
Christmas quiz. Let me put our faces up if I can. Okay. Here, maybe. Okay, here. Okay, so the words bold with the picture, no, this one is not, I didn't do it. Decide if the following sentences are true or false in the UK. Of course, in this document, I put something more than just true or false and quizzes. So it's, there are some links that you can open because I'm sending you this document afterward, and you can open some links that are related to any topic or the majority of topics we are going to get into. Okay, so Anna or Massimiliano.
Massimiliano.
Okay.
Santa or Father Christmas enters your house through the chimney and the fireplace.
True or false?
Mm.
In UK, yeah?
UK.
Yeah. Don't look for something, I mean, not all of them, they're difficult. I mean, some they are very stupid, but we have to start with something.
For me, it's false.
Why?
Mo
Where
devi
is it?
dire.
Yes, of
Conveniva di che era
course.
vero.
Of course. Where is it coming from?
From the window.
From the window?
No.
No, it's true.
No, true.
It's true. Come on, from the chimney.
Avevo il 50% di probabilità.
Yeah. Rita.
Number 2, traditionally, if you hang a stocking by the fireplace, Santa will fill it with money. False, not money.
What? With what?
Santa will fit it with toys, candies, sweets.
Presents.
Presents.
Presents. Yes. Anything. Actually, anything. There's no limit. Anto.
Father Christmas travels on a sleigh pulled by reindeer. It's true.
It's true. Reindeer. What do you know about reindeer? Why didn't you didn't find an S at the end? It's true, of course. Do you know that the reindeer has no plural? It's got an irregular plural, actually.
I don't. No, it's not. It's mi sa che è un nome collettivo.
Collective. Yes,
collective.
it's a collective. It's like fish, sheep. That you. I mean, the S does exist just if you need a precise number. For example, I have 3 ships. So you say, because there are 3 particular ships, they are specific. But when you are talking about reindeer in general, or sheep or fish, you don't put the S, okay?
And the singular of reindeer?
Reindeer.
Reindeer. It's the same as singular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, Myla.
Santa lives in the North Pole, and in English children, if English children send a letter to Santa, Santa's grotto, Reindeerland, Santa one, he will reply. Ah, questo è l'indirizzo. Ah, yes, it's true.
Is actually true. Is a service from the post office. Actually, I've been looking through it, and if you go, if you just digit the address, what you see is the website, the UK Post Office, the Royal Mail, actually, website. But actually, I didn't find a page, a specific page, because if you digit it, it just bringing you back to the home page, because Christmas has just passed. So probably you find it in a new page near, let's say, from this next summer onward. But they say that the the service is still on, and it's true. Okay, Joe.
It is traditional to kiss people underneath the mistletoe.
Underneath the mistletoe. Underneath the mistletoe, yes.
I think it is true.
It is true. Actually, when you see this blue and with underlined, that means you see that we have a link. So each time you find it, you find a link. This link about the mistletoe.
Mistletoe.
What is a mistletoe?
What? No.
I think the plant with the red fruit.
No, they are not
under
the red berries. It's the one with the white berries.
Ah, white.
And we use the same in Italy when we kiss underneath the mistletoe.
Vischio.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And
White berries.
White. There are white. I thought red.
No, red is another plant.
Okay.
We are going to say it, the other plant.
Okay.
So don't get confused with the two. So do you see the website now, or you're still watching my file? You watch the file?
No.
No.
Your file.
Okay, so I'm going to just share the whole screen. Okay, now this is why do we kiss under the mistletoe? Okay, and here we're starting back from the Greeks and Celtic Druids. And here you can find out all the history. Of course, everything you find on the internet, it's not 100% sure, but this is from History Channel, so usually is a reliable website. Okay.
You never send us this link or not?
Yes, there all the links are inside.
Okay.
Yeah, look, this is nice. The Greeks were known to use it, the mistletoe, as a cure for everything from menstrual cramps to spleen disorders. And the Roman naturalist Pliny the Elder noted it could be used as a balm against epilepsy, ulcers, and poisons. You know, so mistletoe, the plant's romantic overtones most likely started with the Celtic Druids in the 1st century Anno Domini, because mistletoe could blossom even during the frozen winter. The Druids came to view it as a sacred symbol of vivacity, and they administered it to humans and animals alike in the hope of restoring fertility. That's why it's the kissing underneath, because it's a good sign for fertility.
Ah, ecco.
Okay.
Okay.
And then you can read it and read all the Middle Age and so on. That's quite interesting, this one. Okay, let's go back to our document. Do you see it now? The document? Yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now, let's see. True. Okay, now, Anna.
Now, holly is used as a decoration, but traditionally it was to protect us against evil spirits.
Evil spirits. Okay, so we have the mistletoe and the holly. So, white berries and red berries.
Okay.
Holly has got red berries and thorns. Thorns.
Ah, okay.
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 So, is that...
No, io non ho capito. Non ho capito che cos'è Holly.
E il pungidopo!
Ah, ho capito.
Come hai fatto a non capire con il mimo perfetto della prof?
Vedo male perché c'è la luce dietro.
Cacci proprio, me la cacci.
I don't see myself because if I see myself in the minimize pictures, I don't see one of you. So I prefer not to see myself, but you can see me. Okay, so the difference between the mistletoe and the holly is the mistletoe has no thorns, and the berries are white.
Ok.
Okay.
Okay, and the holly that we can call, as Maila say in Italian, but I think the name, the proper name should be agrifoglio.
E non pungitopo.
Meglio conosciuto come pungitopo.
Pungitopo, because it got thorns. Because with the thorns, you are, I mean, yeah, they're pinning you. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so is that
It's
true
true.
or false?
It's true.
It is true. It is true. Apparently,
Apparently.
it is true. A long time ago. If you go on here, you got the holly. Okay. Why do we decorate with holly at Christmas? The thing that you can imagine with a holly is the thorns, because they remind Jesus Christ's suffering. That's why it's used symbolize the crown of thorns. This is a site full of placed on Jesus' head before he died on the cross. You see, so holly is symbolic of Jesus Christ in two ways. And then, you know, this is a site full of, it's not one of those most reliable sites, but actually they say something interesting and is updated because it's a recent page. Okay.
But even holly was a symbol of the fertility and eternal life, just like the mistletoe.
Yeah, they say that. They say to have magical powers. Actually, you know, all the herbs, especially the Druids in the Celtic tradition, they were using many herbs in medicine, and that was called witching medicine. But actually, we know perfectly well that the majority of them they have a big value in to cure and for health problems, because nowadays, in the past they were just called as witches, but now, I mean, it's normal that every single plant could have some property, something that is very, very useful for our health. Okay, let's go back to that was number 6. Rita.
It is a bad luck to have a Christmas decoration up after the 6th of January.
Of January, yes.
I hope it is false because I remember the Christmas decoration.
False.
You think it's false in Great Britain, in UK?
Okay.
Actually,
True.
it's true.
If you forget to take them now, you should leave them in the next
Io
Christmas.
questo lo faccio però.
That you live for the whole year.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Every year.
Every year, it's still there. It's always there.
Yeah.
Reminding you how organized you are. Yeah, very good. Okay. Myla.
Traditionally, crackers contain jokes, hats, and food.
What does crackers mean?
Crackers?
Io l'ho letto, non mi ricordo che cosa.
Do you know what crackers
Dai
are?
che parte il mimo, vai bro!
Paper.
Not very British, this miming.
No.
Okay. This is the crackers.
Okay, tipo caramelle.
Okay.
Okay.
Who knows about the crackers? Antonella, can you tell us more about this tradition?
I have read, but I don't remember anything about it. No,
Okay,
I have read.
Here in this link, you find out the history of the Christmas crackers.
Yeah.
Why are they sold so, they are so popular, and where do they come from? But then the biggest thing that you have to know is that these Christmas crackers that contains, and we will see in the quiz what, they are usually pulled by 2 people, and they, of course, they break. And when they break, something is going out, the containing is going out, and you have to have it on for the Christmas dinner. On Christmas dinner, on your table, each one should, or at least the children, should have a Christmas crackers. But what do they contain? They say jokes, hats, and food. What do you say?
No jokes.
No. Food.
Jokes and hats, but not food. Yes, not food, because actually they're not hats, but they are these paper crowns.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because each one for Christmas dinner should wear a paper crown. This is traditional.
E poi scoppiano, no?
Yes, they do bang. They do a kind of bang because inside there's a kind of strip that when you break it, it's doing a bang, like a very small explosion. Okay, and a joke that usually is a stupid British joke, like, I don't know, I should look for some jokes around, but and you know, some presents, usually inside to have this explosion wave, they contain sometimes confettis. You know what confettis are?
Like our confetti?
No?
No.
Like the things that we are throwing in a carnival period. They are
coriandoli.
Yes.
Okay. Confettis.
Yes.
Un souvenir dalla mareggiata.
Ah, I want to see it. Joanne, I want to see the souvenir.
Me too.
I want to see this.
Jacopo, come here, Jacopo, with the
Come here,
souvenir.
Jacopo. Show
Come
the
here,
souvenir.
Jacopo. Paola and the others want
It's
to
got a
see
big
the
trunk.
souvenir. The souvenir from the
Hi,
sea.
Jacopo.
Just a moment, but it is horrible.
Guarda, in silenzio si rientra. Sommessi.
Direzione dello stolone attaccata.
Look at this. Can you
Yeah,
can you see?
yeah.
No.
Ma
I don't know
what is
why.
non lo vedo.
From the, yeah.
Cos'era? Non ho capito.
It was a broomstick.
Una canna di bambù con che hai detto che c'è sotto?
Non mi ricordo se era il
Tipo le
foglio o
radici, insomma, il
Yes.
rizoma per farlo. Non so se lo dobbiamo piantare e farne un allevamento. I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, because yesterday, probably you don't know, but here in Austria, Giovanna and Mila, they know it.
Yeah.
It has been a terrible weather, and it was windy. But if I say windy, you don't realize how windy it was. You can believe it, when I was in my bed and all the windows, they were closed, and I could feel the wind on my face.
Yeah. Me too.
Because it's coming, I mean, with the windows closed, of course, my windows, they are not, the new ones, because they are very, they just block everything. They are old windows. So actually, from the frame, the wind was coming in from the frame of the windows and coming into, and inside my flat, it was windy.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm living just in front of the sea, so this is on a corner. So of course, the wind is very strong here, but yesterday was really unbelievable.
Here, snow.
Just a moment.
Yes. Okay,
Snow. Tanta neve.
it is snow. It is snowing.
Yes, ieri.
Oh,
Yesterday,
no.
yes.
Hey,
And now.
And you too in Turin?
yesterday,
Yesterday.
snowing day, yes.
And what about now? Is still the snow in there?
No, ice on
Ice.
Icing. It's
Yes.
icing.
Because it's too cold.
It's too cold, so now it's icing. So you have another reason to stay at home because
Yes.
it's even dangerous to go around.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back with the crackers. We knew it. Okay, who was now?
Me.
Okay, Anto.
English people traditionally eat turkey on Christmas Day. It's true.
It is true, although goose and other fowl are also eaten. What are fowls?
Oh,
Saranno uccelli,
Wow.
saranno altro.
Yes.
Saranno pennuti.
Yes, that's it.
Selvaggina, sarà selvaggina, può essere?
Not really.
No.
They are all kind of birds.
All kind
So
of
you
birds.
see,
Okay.
fowl,
fowl.
and the plural you see fowl or fowls, the same. Even here we have this collective plural. A bird or a type that is used to produce meat or eggs. Any bird. Okay. And you have all kinds. Even in the American dictionary, they use it. And you see, you have so many examples. Volatili. Pollame, we have another word for pollame, that is poultry. Poultry. Volatili, in general. Fowl. Yes, very good. And there are also, and goose, of course, because goose, they were in the past, it was the goose that you were eating for Christmas period. Mila.
It is illegal to eat minced pieces
pies.
Pies on Christmas Day.
First of all, what mince pies are?
Is
I know.
cake.
You know, you know how to cook them.
Because I ate
Yeah.
for the first time this year a mince pie.
Okay, so
A little mince pie.
let's describe a mince pie. How it's made of?
Is made from cake outside with a specific form.
You mean
I
a
think.
dough? A dough.
Though, yeah, I think so.
Mimo.
What is dough? What is dough?
Dough, impasto.
Ah,
Yeah, it is a sweet dough.
Yes.
Sweet. And inside there is a cream with some ingredients. I don't know specifically what, but sure cannella. I don't know in English.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. And a piece of fruit, I think.
Yes, fruit. Usually it's dried fruit or
Okay.
fruit, like, you know, mince pies, because they are in little pieces. We have a similar dessert in Italy that is called
pan pepato noi ci abbiamo, no?
No.
The one that is in the northern of Italy.
In the north, in Trentino.
Strudel.
Strudel.
Very similar, but
yeah.
actually the pastry itself is different, and it's different. I mean, it's all different, but the idea is that one. You see here, so it is illegal. Yeah, what the answer?
Perché sarebbe illegale?
No.
No, it's the logical answer, but you know, we are in the UK.
No.
It is, sorry, did it contain any drugs?
No. That is a good question, but it's even too logical. Actually, if we are going on those old, very old laws, they aren't enforced anymore. And here there's a link, but actually it was in Wales. Actually, here there's a link that is really, really funny. That is from the BBC. This one. Let me do it. And you see, this is related to Wales, where mince pies break the law. If you fancy eating a mince pie in England this Christmas Day, you could find yourself in illegal hot water. But of course, if you read it, it's an old, very, very old tradition. Here are strange but true laws. Can you read it, Myla? Go on.
It's illegal. No, it is legal. Legal for a male to urinate in public, as long it is on the rear wheel of his motor vehicle.
Yes.
And his right hand is on the vehicle.
That is unbelievable. So it is legal just in this way.
That way, not be hung out of a window.
Why should I hang out a bed from my window?
Taxi drivers are required to ask all passengers if they have smallpox or the plague.
What is smallpox?
Smallpox is that disease where you have all the pox actually all around you. That is very it's very dangerous, or the plague even. So it's a disease, a very bad disease. So taxi drivers, they should ask you, are you like now, if you have a coronavirus, but it is
Ah.
much worse, much worse.
Any person found breaking a boiled egg at the shop and will be sentenced to 24 hours in the village stocks, enacted by Edward VI.
The sixth, yes.
Any boy under age of 10 may not see a naked monkey.
Mancan.
Cos'è? What is?
The
Man-
mancan is the,
Manichino nudo.
yeah. Yeah.
Cosa? Non ho capito.
Il manichino nudo.
Ah,
Yes.
But
vabbè.
Throughout the whole of England, it is illegal to eat mince pieces on the 20th of December.
Yeah.
It is illegal to be drunk on licensed premises.
Licensed premises. Licensed are the place where they are selling alcohol. So you can be found drunk in the shop where they are selling alcohol.
no, it's so stupid. No,
It is
it's
stupid.
impossible.
They are
No.
strange but true laws. I mean, this is a BBC site. Let's see it. I mean, I think it would be nice to read it. Anyway, coming back to our mince pies, in the question, there's a link where you can find a very easy recipe about on mince pies. So if you want, these are very easy.
Okay.
Those are okay. Usually they are. In the past, they were huge. Now they made it very small because they are easier to eat and to prepare. And so this is a very nice recipe. The nice thing is that with a recipe, you learn a lot of vocabulary. Because, you know, all of you can, not all of you can cook, sorry. I would say all of you can cook. No, this is not true. Not all of you can cook.
Myla don't cook.
But actually, she say this is a legend because she say that, but when she start to cook something, she's doing fantastic things, but just very unusual stuff. She doesn't cook, I don't know, a plate of pasta. No, it's too stupid. She's doing this very complicated desserts with Smarties and then whipped cream. Terrible. Okay, but anyway, let's go to the point. So this is, you know, the recipe where you found a lot of dictionary here and vocabulary. And it's in grams, so it's not difficult for you to follow because it's not in the other, you see, it's in gram, everything you found in gram. And you have, and the nice thing that I say, it's not rolling required because it's a kind of dough. Press the raw crumbly pastry directly into your tin for a short biscuity finish. Okay, this is because usually it's just rolling the dough that is difficult. But here is a kind of dough that you don't have to roll. You have just to press it.
Maybe just to do that, there should exist any recipient, delle concoline, come posso dire, something to put the pasta inside.
The shape, yes. You found the shape. Yeah, the shape. Yeah. You fill in the shape and then you do it.
And then you cover it.
Yeah.
And then you cook. Ecco.
Yeah.
It's not. I think it is not difficult to cook them, to prepare them.
No, it's not difficult at all. It's enough that you find, you know, those shapes made in silicone with the holes.
Yeah, I had.
Then you
I had
fill
them.
it with the pastry, and then
Yeah.
you, with the top, you put a kind of hat on it, and you close it. Yeah, this should be nice. And actually, inside you can put anything, because here they say mince meat. That of course is not meat.
Okay.
But mince meat is the filling of all fruits and anything. But you can do it your mince meat like you wish.
Okay.
Even, for example, I don't know, I like with apples and cinnamon and even
Nuts.
strawberries, nuts.
Nuts.
Yes.
Nuts. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Yeah, it's very, very easy. I think I'm gonna cook them. So.
I will try.
And let us know in the best possible way, that is, bring it to us.
Okay, sure. Because I don't think I will never eat them. Otherwise, I will become too fat. So I prepare them, and then I come to Ostia. I can go outside during these Christmas holidays because I have found too much.
No problem. No problem.
And I carry them to you.
Yeah, even afterward, no problem at all. Okay. Joanna.
Okay. It is traditional to cook money, for example, a 10 pounds note inside a Christmas pudding. Pudding,
yeah.
I don't know, it is so absurd that maybe it is true.
Yes, after all these articles that we've been reading, it could be actually true. It could, but it's not.
Not. I hope not for them, but I don't know.
Yes, but it's not so different, because the thing is not, you don't put a note, but you put coins.
Coins.
Ah.
Yeah, you put coins. Okay. So actually, it's not so far from the truth, because you don't put the notes just because I know with the paper you cannot cook them.
Yes.
Notes is a paper. Is a
yes.
Is money paper.
Yeah.
Paper money.
In paper. Okay. Usually when you say money, it's intended with papers. Otherwise, you specify coins. Okay. But a Christmas pudding, and I put another link on the Christmas pudding. Christmas pudding, this one.
Mamma mia.
It is pudding, and it's good that inside there is a coin, some coins.
At least you got a coin.
People don't eat this.
No, really, I've eaten many Christmas pudding in the history. Some of them, yes, they're really horrible. But some others, they could be acceptable. Actually, they are very old. They have a very old tradition, because it was a very poor dessert that was made, with all the remains of bread, crumbs, and dried fruit again.
Yeah.
So it was a very poor dessert for people that they didn't have a lot, but they still wanted a dessert. But here you see, but it's not so easy to prepare, actually. And this is the original recipe. So actually is from BBC Food. That is very nice. You got a video, so it's very nice to watch it and to see. And here you can have, they're not in grams, of course, because it's BBC. And you have quite, you see, the two measurements. So you got, for example, you see, the ounce, 100 milligrams equal to 3.5 flour ounce starch, and so on. Chopped walnuts, blanched almonds, ground almonds, so different kind of almonds, fresh white breadcrumbs. Actually, to have breadcrumbs is the part of the bread that is outside and
La
is
crosta.
Questo è il pane.
actually they are remains of bread.
E stout?
The stout, is the is a kind of gravy, is it? I don't remember, darling. Stout, is that like beer, maybe?
Yeah, yeah. Stout.
I think it's beer. Stout. Let me check it. I think it's a beer. Yes, it's beer. Okay. A stout is beer. Is you know, they have so many words for beer, like lager. It depends on the kind of beer. When you are going to England, if you ask just for a beer, they look at like this because you have to specify what kind of beer you want. Okay. Breadcrumbs, frozen butter, grated, extra for grease in cinnamon, chopped glacé cherries. Yes, that these are what we don't like usually in our panettone, I canditi. These are just cherries, but you can use any kind of fruit glacé that is candied.
Okay.
3 free range eggs beaten, and then you have all the method, but you still have the video. Okay. Yeah, and then you have to wrap for steaming, because the problem is that you don't have to just put in the oven. You should have steamed it. And so it's quite a difficult way of, and then some other recipe that you have here. Oh, this is not traditional, but it's nice. Everything is not, so you see.
Nigella Lawson, by Nigella Lawson.
Yeah, Nigella.
Famous.
Yes, it's very famous.
Nigella.
But of course, yeah, this is a nice website. I suggest you to see, not just for this particular moment, but sometimes BBC Food that you have here on the site of BBC is quite interesting, because they have traditional but even revisited traditional recipe, because they are very well aware that English cooking is not, the traditional English cooking is not fantastic. So they are making now a lot of revisions, like Jamie Oliver or Gordon Ramsay, all the famous TV chefs are doing, is just trying to spread the possibility of good cooking, even if you're English. For us, I mean, it's different, because we have a tradition. We know ingredients. The problem with English people is that they don't know ingredients. For example, if you ask them the difference between basil and rosemary, they don't know. I mean, for us, even for Myla, it's normal to know the difference between basil and rosemary. But for English people, usually, I mean, it's really a puzzle, could be really difficult.
Yes, because in the UK, their aromatic herbs, they haven't.
No, they haven't. If you want to have something at home, first of all, they're very expensive, very expensive.
Yeah.
And then it's even difficult to find them. I mean, you can find in big cities, but if you go in the province, in the country, it's very difficult to find them. So they got a different culture. So we grow up with a culture of the ingredients. We go shopping with, we went shopping with our mothers in the markets, and we knew how was tomato, and even different kind of tomatoes potatoes and everything. Why they didn't have this kind of culture.
Yeah.
When you was young and you have been in Great Britain, did you go in London?
Yes, I was living in London.
For how many years?
There were 3 or 4 years.
Yeah. And what did you eat? I think it's very difficult to.
It depends on the period, because when I was living, I've been living for a long period in a kind of bed and breakfast, so I didn't have the kitchen. So I was eating anything. Anything was cheap, because I didn't have so much money as well.
Okay.
And then when I had my own apartment for a long period and I had a kitchen, I was starting cooking a bit, but that period I wasn't cooking a lot. But the people they were living with me, and especially one that was a man that is from Austria, by the way. Yeah, and he's working in Alitalia now. I think is retired or is still working, I don't know. And he was always trying to cook something good. But actually, I wasn't cooking a lot. My mother used to send me, because we had a friend who was an air stewardess. And so she was, at that time, the rules were not so strict as they are now, that you cannot bring food, of course. So she was, usually she was sending me meatloaves and vegetables like chicoria, you know, this kind of
already prepared.
Already prepared, yes. And I was giving big lunches for all my friends. They were coming all to my flat, eating this fantastic food. But actually, the problem was that the food was quite expensive. Even, for example, cheese was expensive. I never ate meat because meat was far too expensive. And I would prefer to go out in the night than having a good meal. You know, I was 20, almost.
Yeah.
I didn't care about good eating.
Okay.
But when I was back in Italy, I was eating, I would say, everything. Even tables.
I can imagine.
Yes, because before leaving, I say, no, I don't like vegetables. No, I don't like that. No, I don't like this. When I was coming back, I discovered, for example, artichokes. They're so good. I never had an artichoke before going to England. When I was coming back, I say, that's fantastic, delicious.
Romans, artichoke are wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, fantastic.
Anyway, it has been a very good experience, even for your mother, because if your mother didn't let you eat some vegetables, just like artichokes, when you came back, if you eat everything, it should have been a very surprise for your mother, no?
Yes, but she was expecting it. She was expecting, I knew that. I told you. You know, like our mother used to say, you would need a war to eat everything, because they were coming from war, actually, our mother's generation.
Yeah.
So they say you would need a war to eat everything. And I would need England, actually, to eat everything. That is nice. Rita, no, Anna, I don't know. I'm lost.
Vai, Rita, vai.
Okay, sorry. The Mariah Carey song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, is a carol. It's a terrible.
To say that is a carol.
Yes, Michael Bublé, Mariah Carey. It's terrible. It's a carol. Carol is a typical.
How do you define a carol?
It's a typical Christmas song.
It is.
I need is true, is a modern Christmas carol.
Actually, it's not a carol.
Of course.
False.
Because they are songs of praise or joy and not pop songs.
Oh, joy.
You know, there's a competition in England of the Christmas hit. I told you something about it. I think that every year there's a kind of competition on the media. Which one is the
There are two bloggers,
yes.
British blogger. I don't know. I don't remember the name. The first on the top of the
yes.
Yes, I sorry, I don't remember the
top
name.
hits.
It's a couple, wife and husband.
I don't remember either. I don't remember either.
Yeah, it's
yes.
very. They are very strange.
Yes, but everybody. Yeah.
They were strange.
If you find the link, send this to us. Send it to us.
Oh.
Find the link about them and send it to us. Okay, Rita.
Okay.
Now you know when you say something, we have to go up to the end.
Because I don't like this kind of music.
I don't like either, but you know, it's typical of a kind of culture, pop culture, and British pop culture.
Yeah, just yesterday, my two sons have told me that every year that Mariah Carey this song
yes.
è mandata in onda. I don't know where.
Yes, it's broadcasted.
It's broadcasted. She gains a lot of money every year.
She made money just for one song. I mean, she's very well known for one song. Because do you know any other songs from Mariah Carey?
Probably they are. She's almost famous.
Yeah, probably they are, but I don't remember.
Very famous.
I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't remember too, but she's very famous, and I like her song.
Yeah, she is, but I mean, I think the great money is coming from that song, not from other things. Okay, Anna.
The day before Christmas is called Christmas Eve, and the day after is called Boxing Day. True.
True. I could have put on the other way around, but I'm not so terrible. But anyway, I put two links that I think they are just Wikipedia, where, no, the first one is on a Christianity link that is just the Christian tradition. So it should be reliable. And the one about the Boxing Day is on the BBC News Around the Boxing Day. This is very nice as well. Sorry. No, I don't want to modify. I want to open it. Okay, why is called Boxing Day? You know it because we've been talking about it.
You have already told us.
Yeah. So, and here you have more about Christmas, even what you can recycle this Christmas. And it's an actual, updated page of this year. And I think we've been, this is interesting. Giovanna.
There are 25 days on an advent calendar. I don't know. I don't know.
Oh.
Maybe.
This is, as I say, is falsish. But I remember very well when I was younger, advent calendars had 24. But now some they have 25. So this is something that we can investigate because some of them they are 24 and some of them you find with 25. So actually, when you arrive at the 24th, Christmas has come. So you wouldn't need the 25 box or a window to open. So I think that you can do your own research and see what you find out. But even if you go to, you know, some chocolate shop where they do sell those advent calendars already made from any chocolate factory like Lind or Ferrero, I don't know, you found that some they have 24, some they have 25. So each year for me is a puzzle. So I don't know actually. Oh, this is
What,
very
what does
nice.
it mean, the falsish? Falsevole, che vuol dire?
Is false, but not really. It's, I mean, it's not a real word. Falsish. When you put ISH at the end, it's like when you it's like when you say, ah, this is brown. No, it's not brown, it's brownish. We do the same with adjectives as well.
Sì, è come il nostro Cino. Non è
Yeah,
marrone, è marroncino.
marroncino, marroncello,
È
grigino,
falsetto, sì, quindi...
griggetto, it
Ho
depends
capito.
on the word.
Ok,
We use
ok.
this ish, it's not, it's brownish, falsish, è falsetto.
Cioè, non è un falsonetto, non è una cosa netta, è una via di mezzo.
Of course, this is not proper, perfect English. It's speaking English, okay? But it's very common. Okay. This is for Mila.
Ma non lo so. Snowmen are traditionally dressed as Santa.
For Christmas period in England.
Vabbè, perché questi girano omini di neve pure in altri momenti?
When the snow is there.
Fanno omini di neve tutto l'anno loro.
When you have the snow, you do snowman.
Ah, vabbè. No. False, no.
It's false, it is false.
Mi stavi a fregare perché hai detto tutto l'anno.
Call for the eyes, scarves and hats as usual. They do not change dress for Christmas.
Calls, what is calls? Cioè, i bottoni, che cos'è calls?
Calls is the things that we use to have, for example, your heating. I mean, in the past, you use coal for heating. Now you're not, of course. And this what the Befana is bringing you if you're bad.
Carbone.
Okay.
Yes. And usually, originally for the eyes, they wear 2 pieces of coal: carrot noses, scarves, and hats. Rita.
We have used the word Christmas instead of Christmas for over 500 years.
This is quite debated. 500 years is a lot of time, long time.
False.
No, it's true.
Oh.
True.
According to Webster Dictionary, it uses the Greek letter
P.
P.
Piccola.
Yes.
È una lettera greca.
Like an X. Yes, that's it. And the whole is opening a link where of the normal Wikipedia page where you find all the origins of this Xmas. Because some of them, they say that is something coming from the word, but it's not. It's much older than this. And then I suggest you to read it because it's quite interesting. What is related, I think that everything is related to history. It's helping us to understand a culture. And when you understand a culture of a country, to learn their language is much easier for us.
There is a description in the link that you have sent us.
Yes.
About this. Yeah.
Yes. So now I'm going to change this page because you know that it's full of space because I gave you the time to have the reply. Of course, I'm going to cancel all these big spaces in this. It's just a Word document, and I'm going to send it to you so that you will have all the links if you want to look into them. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you for coming today. Next time it will be Friday, Myla.
Friday.
With
No,
a
but Friday is
link.
not.
No,
Friday.
oh no,
is
Friday is the first.
The first.
yeah.
We are not meeting.
E dai che la prossima è martedì!
And then,
What have you do?
yeah,
Myla?
same link next time. Okay, so I don't know what to say to you for the end of this year.
Niente, prof, non dimo niente, lascia perdere.
Lascia perdere.
Eat
Yes.
well, sleep well.
Brava.
Thank you.
And see a nice film.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. Anything good. And Miss Ross, let me
And stay safe.
stay safe. Yes. Today my son is going to have his tampon.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
oh,
because he's got some friends around.
good luck.
They got the virus. So it's not coming home from some days. I say it's better I stay out. And so I'm quite worried about it, but
Yes,
we have to face it anyway.
I can imagine.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to do it the same.
Let me know.
E speriamo che il Signore ci aiuti, guarda, questa è l'unica cosa che possiamo dire.
Anybody else. From anybody else is coming to help is welcome.
Mamma mia, mamma mia.
Okay, my sweet girls. I will see you
Thank you
anyway.
very much, Paolo.
Okay. Big kiss to everybody and cross your fingers.
Okay. Let us know if your boy is negative. I hope.
I will. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you.
Paola, poi mi dici come cambiare l'account.
See you next year!
Bye bye.
Telefoniamo, we call it.
Bye.
Ciao ragazzi.
Bye.
Okay.
Ciao belle.